invite Ms. Patti Adams, the evaluator, to introduce the speech to be given by Victor. Thank you, Patti.
Thank you so much, Carmen. Victor Law today will be given a speech from his path Leadership Development. The project is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. He will present a speech about a time when being a protege, share the impact and importance of having a mentor, avoid reporting on the content of this project. The title of Victor's speech this evening is Learning is Easy If. Learning is Easy If, Victor Law.
Of our second prepared speech today. May I invite Ms. Patti Adams to the virtual stage to evaluate the speech given by Victor. Thank you, Patti.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster Carmen. Victor, learning. I liked your title because it ended with if, ... So that already got us engaged in, where is he going with this? The way that I'll lay out my evaluation today is the things that you excelled in, the things that you perhaps need to improve upon, and then more good news, appropriately, that goes along with our theme for today. Thank you so much for introducing us to Tony. He sounded like he was an amazing mentor, and I think everyone needs a great mentor in their life. It enriches your life greatly, and so thank you for that. Seems like you all also perhaps even had a long time friendship with each other. So the mentoring didn't just stop within 2 days or 3 weeks, that it continued throughout your life. And who knows, maybe at some point you even were able to mentor to him. I always love your gestures, and your vocal variety are always really good. I think the fact that you were standing up when you gave your speech, it gives a lot more energy. It's so hard to recognize the energy in a speech when you're so limited to a little screen and you're sitting down, so you tend to kind of slump over, but you were standing and you were upright. Your posture was great, so I really appreciated that. Stand up as much as you can when you do a speech. It really gave it a great deal of emphasis. I love the word that you use, complex process, because whether people know it or not, mentoring can be very difficult to do that. But Tony took on the challenge, and he left a great, I just felt the passion. He left that in your heart, and that made me feel glad. Some of the things that I would suggest that you improve upon is, it seemed that throughout your speech, just in little segments, you got a little tongue-tied. And in some places, it seemed you seem to have gotten a little bit ahead of yourself, which is really, really easy to do when you become anxious. And you even spoke about that in your speech, about becoming anxious sometimes. So I would say that don't get ahead of yourself, just take a pause and then just jump right back into it. For the more good news, I like how you said that Tony said, give yourself an opportunity to create yourself. So many mentors just say, do it this way, do it that way, do it this way. But Tony allowed you to say, well, Victor, how do you think you should do it? And then improve upon that. I put my Zoom into speaker view and then into gallery view, because I wanted to see how engaged your audience was, and everyone was listening with everything in them. I could see they were incredibly engaged, which is always a very good thing. I like the closing when you talked about being inspirational. You did it with power. You didn't say, yes, and he said, I need to be inspirational. You said, be inspirational. So that got me excited about, wow, how can I be inspirational the next time I give my speech or the next time I mentor someone? Good use of space, keep doing good things. And in the closing, I would just like to say, you don't have to say thank you at the end. We should be thanking you. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thanks, Patti.
Thank you so much, Carmen. I am Patti Adams, and I will be the counter, also the Zoom counter. And my role today will be to take note of any filler words that our prepared speeches, or perhaps any speaker is doing throughout the evening, such as so. Also repetitive words like kinda, or really. All those type of things are kind of distracting. And so instead of doing that, you can always just use a pause and then continue. That is my role for today. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
May I proceed by inviting our R counter Patti to give the R counter report for today's meeting. Thank you, Patti.
Thank you again, Madam Toastmaster. Overall, I think we did a pretty good job on our ahs and ums and so's, but we still have work to do. I will say that the person I did not hear any filler words from at all was Bruce Adams. So hats off to Bruce Adams. Good job. I didn't hear myself, but it's hard to always critique myself. So if I did say ah and y'all can slap me. I'm perfectly fine with that. One thing that I wanted to point out is the word so. I heard a lot more so's today than I ever have. Now, that being said, I recently read a really good Toastmasters article about when is it appropriate to use the word so, because it said in the article that according to the R counter role, that people are getting dinged for using so when it's really appropriate to use the word so. Therefore, I am going to put that link into the chat box so that you all can read it for yourselves, because I think that it was very, very good. Hats off to Sankeet. I also want to say that even though he may use just a couple of ahs or ums, to be able to do so few in a group of people that you've never met before, which automatically increases the nerves, can be very, very good. For those that did have quite a few ahs or ums, please just remember to pause. I know how difficult it can be when you're doing a role that you maybe only have done a couple of times, or you're rushed in, and so now you have all that anxiety level going up. Just pause a little bit. So rather than me giving individual ahs, ums, I wanted to kind of give a little bit of an overview of what we're looking for when we take on that role. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.